There is always beauty to be found in a normal, ordinary life, but it is more obvious to me than ever in sweet summertime. Our family did something we don't usually do in the last year. We traveled to several states throughout the United States. It was educational, inspiring, beautiful. Nothing really compares to ordinary life at home for me. One thing I loved about getting out and exploring was drawing inspiration. So when we were in Williamsburg, Virginia, I took photos of gardens everywhere because they were just so inspiring and magical. I would love to recreate something like that. Making flower arrangements and having cut flowers in the farmhouse is one ordinary thing that I don't want to take for granted. My cut garden isn't fancy and it isn't well tended to. Just messy arrangements of zinnias, cosmos, black-eyed Susans, echinacea, basil, and herbs. These are things I simply can't enjoy if I'm not spending these long, ordinary summer days at home. The neat thing about enjoying ordinary things like a freshly cleaned kitchen, a wild arrangement of summer blooms, a homespun birthday party. We did that this month because Victor turned 1. Little boys covered head to toe with dirt because they played outside all day long. You get to give them a sudsy bath before bedtime, a 95-degree day out on an ice-cold, spring-fed river. All of these things can be done whether you're living in your dream home or whether you have a homestead or you don't, or your dream job or your dream income. These things are available for everyone to enjoy. Sometimes I think we're so overstimulated that our brains need more than just the daily, simple, ordinary things that God wired us to take pleasure in. We planted a lot of onions this year. We did the same thing last year. It's one of my favorite things to plant because they grow easily, they crowd out the weeds very quickly, and also I love having braided onions all over the farmhouse. Every meal starts with an onion, and having them visually available, especially in this quantity, feels abundant and very beautiful. I've had periods throughout my life where I'm not so inspired by homemaking. Maybe I've gotten out of the momentum, the rhythm. Maybe I'm physically tired for whatever reason, whatever season I'm in. You know, the ones where the entire day you're just trying to get back to your happy place, whatever that is, whether it's on the couch or in bed if you're in a really tired season, or if you're a extrovert maybe to some kind of event. The homemaking and the ordinary life things that we all have to do. We all have to clean up multiple times a day, take care of our laundry multiple times a day, get food on the table. When I'm not able to have moments of beauty throughout all of those. That's when the struggle to embrace all of that work and find the motivation to get through it very difficult. For me, if I have a free evening and I'm feeling kind of down or not very inspired, even something as simple as making a fancier than average dinner, something that I put some effort into, maybe I got music going while I'm making it, lighting a candle, just really enjoying regular life stuff like a good dinner can be a game changer. Taking a break on this beautiful summer country day to tell you about something that we love in our farmhouse, and that is Birch mattresses. Birch is a natural and organic mattress company that makes sleep products that you can feel good about having in your own home. For me, I switched over to organic mattresses many years ago because of the off-gassing that happens in the conventional manufacturing process with mattresses. We spend a third of our lives asleep, so it makes sense that that environment is one where we're breathing in fresh, good air that's restorative to our health. And I love Birch Living for the quality products that they provide in this area. We have 3 Birch mattresses here. We have a Queen Luxe as well as 2 of the natural, well-loved Birch mattresses. The Luxe is a premium upgrade with 8 different layers of organic cotton, organic cashmere, organic wool, organic latex. It also has a Euro top that makes it comfortable and luxurious. The steel coils limit motion transfer. They provide adequate support. And so you have this balance of all natural, organic, but also quite comfortable. The best part about all of this is that Birch ships free in the US and comes very easy to assemble. It pops out of the box and you can bring it to wherever in your home you are upgrading your sleep. Birch offers a 100-night sleep trial plus a 25-year warranty, so you can be sure that what you are investing in will last you and your family a long time and be a staple piece in your home. I love my Birch mattress and I know that you will too. If you're looking for a new bed, make sure to check out Birch. Their Labor Day early access sale is live now, so it's the perfect time to upgrade your sleep with 20% off your Birch mattress plus 2 free EcoRest pillows. You can use my link, birchliving.com/farmhouse, to find out more about this limited time offer. I'll also leave this QR code for you to grab right here and the link in the description box below. Again, thanks to Birch for sponsoring today's video. One of the most tangible, most constant way to enjoy an ordinary life is enjoying special food. I was just having a podcast conversation with Meg McCardle from Flourishing Motherhood. This won't be out till August 27th on my podcast channel, the Simple Farmhouse Life podcast, but I'm fresh off of the conversation because we just got done filming it. We got on the topic, well, a lot of topics, but one of them was about food and how, as a culture, or maybe this is just in the mom culture, definitely probably only in the United States. I think other countries, from what I understand, I haven't really traveled abroad, but from what I understand, really value food and creating beautiful meals and lingering around them and enjoying them for long periods of time as they have conversations. Somewhere along the line, at least in my world, we've hoped to divorce the enjoyment of food from social events, almost like we're feeling guilty that food is so enjoyable. I know as a younger mom, when I was striving for perfection when it came to my kids' nutrition, I noticed that we really couldn't go to any events without compromising on whatever diet I had outlined at that time or what I felt like was perfection. So much more of this over on that conversation. It was a really good one, but I want to embrace it. Food is enjoyable. God made us to enjoy it. And sometimes just putting some extra effort, spending an evening in the kitchen, trying your creativity on a new recipe is just what you need to lift your spirits. When we were in Colonial Williamsburg, we went to one of the taverns and I tried what was called onion pie, P-Y-E. That's how they spelled it back in the day. So I went online and found a receipt. They called them receipts back in the 18th century when this recipe was created for onion P-Y-E, onion pie. We have so many onions and it was so darn good. I did not do it as well as them. So if you are in Colonial Williamsburg and you go to, was it Chownings? Was it King's Arms? I can't remember, one of those restaurants, and get the onion pie. It's a much better version of what I'm making here. I had a sourdough pie crust in the fridge. It was half whole grain, half white flour, all-purpose flour, and had been fermenting for a few days. I sliced up some onions and potatoes and apples, and then mixed up mace, freshly ground nutmeg, layered that all up, added some eggs. It needed a little bit more liquid, I think. I think that was where it went not as good as the tavern in Williamsburg. Also, you top it with a fried egg. Now, some of the receipts called for hard-boiled eggs sliced and layered in there. If you go there, also, the thing they're known for is peanut soup, and I still can't decide how I feel about it. None of us could. We tried it and we're like, it's kind of like warm, brothy peanut butter, which is that good? Is it not? I mean, it kind of, but also kind of strange when you're not used to that. I dot it with butter and add a pie crust on top. I baked it for a good long while, topped it with a fried egg. We went that route instead of the hard-boiled eggs. It was good. It was good. It just wasn't as good as I had there. But again, there's no end to what you can try and what you can be inspired by in your home. If you're bored, create a new garden, or try your hand at sewing or baking something brand new. Spend an afternoon or an evening reading to your kids or playing in the sprinkler. Sit around a little campfire or backyard barbecue. Plenty of ways to enjoy these long summer days, ordinary days at home. This here is sourdough beignets dough. I mixed this up this morning, and throughout the day, I'm just doing stretch and folds. It's a very hydrated dough, but I have found that any dough that is really hydrated, you can skip the mixer if you let it do a long autolyse. Just let that flour soak up the liquid, and then some gentle stretch and folds throughout the day. I let it sit out for about 8 hours, and then I put it in the fridge overnight. This morning, I'm going to roll it, cut it, and fry it. I have coconut oil. I also like to fry in lard and tallow, just depending on what I have. As usual, you can print this recipe off over on farmhouseonboone.com and try it in your own kitchen. Okay, you cannot eat that entire thing, but I have a feeling you will.